You ever walk away from a conversation thinking, wait, was that a compliment or a slap in disguise? Like when someone says, wow, you actually look good today. What happened? Or, I didn't think you'd get that job. Or the classic, you're so confident, I could never wear that. And for a second, you laugh it off. But deep down, something feels off. You feel drained, confused, disrespected. You replay it later and realize you were just manipulated. So congrats, you're exactly the kind of person this world loves to take advantage of. And if you dare call it out, they'll say, relax, you're too sensitive. But let me tell you something, you're not too sensitive. You're just finally waking up. Because if you keep tolerating these 5 disgusting behaviors, you're basically wearing a welcome sign on your forehead, and the wrong people will keep wiping their muddy feet on your peace. Seneca once said, you act like mortals in what you fear, and immortals in what you desire. Translation, you're wasting your short, precious life putting up with garbage, like you've got 1,000 years to fix it. You don't. So today we're fixing it. I'm about to show you how to level up so high, they'll need Google Maps just to find your energy again. Let's go. 1. Backhanded compliments, the coward's weapon. You know the type. The friend who says, wow, you actually look good today, for once. Or, must be nice having time to hit the gym. Some of us work. Then when you react, they smirk and say, chill, it's just a joke. No, it's not. That's a coward throwing punches with a smile. These people are testing you, not teasing you. Every joke is a mini experiment to see how small you're willing to stay. They want to know if you'll laugh it off or finally call them out. And when you do call it out, they flip it. Wow, someone's sensitive. You know what's really sensitive? Your tolerance. You've trained yourself to swallow micro-abuse just to keep the peace. But that peace, it's fake. And so is the person who keeps disturbing it. So next time they joke, don't fake laugh. Don't roll your eyes. Look them dead in the eyes and say, you say that a lot. Is there something you're actually trying to say? Watch how fast they choke on their fake humor. 2. The guilt trippers, emotional blackmailers. These people are emotional pickpockets. You try to set a boundary, and they act like you just burned their house down. You cancel plans because you need rest. Wow, guess I'm not important anymore. You take a day off texting, glad to know I'm so forgettable. You don't help them with their 59th crisis this week? I just thought you were a real friend. Sound familiar? That's manipulation wrapped in victimhood. They want control, and if they can't force you, they'll guilt you into giving it. And the more you respond to that guilt, the more they learn, oh, all I need to do is look sad and they'll cave. You're not being kind, you're being emotionally mugged. So next time someone tries to guilt you for protecting your peace, say this: if my no offends you more than your expectations burden me, this relationship's already dead. Simple, clean, done. 3. The competitors disguised as friends. Here's the test. When you win, do they clap or disappear? If they only show up when you're losing, they're not friends. They're spectators waiting for failure. These are the people who suddenly go silent when you start shining. Or worse, they hit you with, must be nice, some of us don't get lucky. No, Karen, it's not luck, it's effort. And when you call them out, they'll say, you've changed. You're damn right you have. It's called growth. And when they say, don't forget where you came from, tell them, I didn't. That's exactly why I'm not going back. Not everyone is happy for your glow-up. Some people loved you more when you were stuck and struggling because it made them feel better about doing nothing. So cut ties with anyone who gets uncomfortable every time you start winning. Real ones don't compete. They clap. 4. The one-sided conversationalists. You know the type. They call you to trauma dump, vent, cry, overshare, and then disappear faster than your phone battery. You try to talk about your life, suddenly they're scrolling, yawning, zoning out, like your words are elevator music. That's not friendship. That's emotional colonization. They treat you like a free therapist, with no license and no energy left. And the crazy part? You keep showing up, hoping maybe this time they'll care. Spoiler, they won't. So next time it happens, try this line.
I've noticed we only talk when it's about you. Should we make this mutual, or should I stop wasting my breath? Watch how fast they either adjust or vanish. Either way, your peace wins.
5. The boundary bullies. The moment you set a boundary, these people suddenly act like you've turned evil. You're so cold lately. You've changed. You're not the same anymore. No, you're just not a doormat anymore. And that makes them uncomfortable because they thrived on your silence. They loved the version of you that said yes to everything, even when it hurt. Now that you're saying no, they're calling you selfish. So look them dead in the eyes and say, growth isn't selfish. It's just inconvenient for people who benefited from my lack of it. Boom! Silence. Because that's the truth. Now, let's talk solutions, because knowing these red flags isn't enough. You have to respond like someone who's done playing the nice guy in a horror movie. 1. Set boundaries like a bouncer. Your time, your peace, your energy. These are VIP tickets, not public property. And when someone keeps overstepping, don't negotiate like a nervous intern. Be clear, be calm, be done. This is my boundary. If you keep crossing it, I'll distance myself. Say it once, mean it. You're not mean. You're maintaining your peace. 2. Stop fixing grown adults. You're not a rehab center for people who refuse to heal themselves. You fix broken phones, not broken people who enjoy being broken. If they show you who they are, believe them. You can't save people who like their chaos. 3. Master the silent exit. You don't owe anyone a goodbye speech with 12 PowerPoint slides explaining your trauma. Some exits don't need closure. They need distance. Because most people don't want closure, they want access. Your peace is not up for negotiation. 4. Start acting like the prize. Because you are. You're not a clearance item. You're a damn luxury. And luxury doesn't chase. It's earned. Every time you tolerate disrespect, you're telling the universe you'll settle. Stop that. The strongest flex isn't confrontation. It's elevation. Now, expect resistance. When you start changing, the snakes hiss. People will say you've changed as if that's a bad thing. Of course you've changed. That's what healing looks like. Growth doesn't come with applause. It comes with pushback. But it also comes with peace. Because once you start protecting your energy, you stop living like an emotional janitor cleaning up everyone else's mess. Listen, your peace is expensive. Your energy is sacred. And your time is non-refundable. So stop giving front row seats to people who wouldn't even clap for you. You've got one life. You can spend it people-pleasing or people-cleansing. The choice is yours. Comment of the day goes to Mental Iman, who wrote, I didn't expect to get called out like this on a random Tuesday. My spine cracked from carrying guilt that wasn't even mine. Spine cracked? That's the sound of healing, my friend. That's the receipt for all the nonsense you've been holding on to. Be proud of that sound. It means you're finally standing tall again.